we're gonna be doing the Z spark plugs because it has this weird like thumping, firing noise. I just got off work. It's 1 in the afternoon. The car's right here. I'm just gonna pull it in and we will swap out the spark plugs. I also recently got an iPad so I can start doing some real graphic design and get some merch out. This is Backlot. This is not me. It is Backlot, but I love it. It is hilarious. And I wanted to wear a yellow hat. Also, I'm wearing Super Mario Bros. Shoes because as you don't know, I'm a big Mario fan. I like Mario. So yeah, we're gonna pull the car in and get started. So as many of you know, K cars have very modular interiors and the Z is no exception. Both seats fold down and then flip up, right? Except I have a blanket that's kind of in the way. That's fine. So yeah, you just pull on this little latch and then the seat will go down and then you pull on this little latch and it goes up. Easy enough, right? The engine is right down here, so we're gonna get access to that. I've got my spark plugs here, some iridiums. I asked for 3, it gave me this, I think they all come in 4-packs. I think there's just 3. He pretty much charged me for just 3. They always, every time I go get spark plugs for these cars, like, just 3? I'm like, yep, because that is all I need. So, yeah, we're gonna get this taken apart a little bit. Like I said, I just drove home from work and it is still summer, so this engine is very hot, and especially this area around it, because guess what? The engine is covered by a metal panel that gets nice and warm. So yeah, I'm just gonna toss this John on the floor real quick. Also, Bryce or Nate, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry. It's their week on the garage, but there's no cars here right now because they're both at work. So if you guys come here on lunch, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try and be quick. So yeah, we're gonna get this John all torn apart, which is me sitting here crisscross applesauce undoing the wing nuts one by one. So built-in picnic area. You just get in the car and then we can there we go, start undoing all the wing nuts. Also, sorry I look tired. I just got back from a long trip and I'm readjusting. I just worked a nice good shift in the morning. I have my first day of school tomorrow and I'm excited. We're gonna take the Beat, of course, and I might take the top off the Beat to run errands because I feel like that would be fun. But then again, I kind of don't like taking the top off because the guys in the trucks will roll coals and try and make a mess in my car because they're neglected and abused, and that's okay. I mean, good for them. We move the engine cover and we're gonna put this down on the foam piece. It's on the garage floor. And now you can see this beautiful E07Z, and it looks like the spark plug apparatus in here is much different from the Beats. It looks a lot weirder. So yeah, I will get this taken apart as best as I can because it's very different. I've got some gloves on now because it's very dirty and it's also very hot working in this. But as you can see, I've got these 3 little guys disconnected. So we're gonna get a little cutesy $10 Harbor Freight socket wrench, as well as Craig's nice Husky sockets, which are here. And because there's another weird thing. Look at these spark plug cover things. There's bolts on all of them. It's like a 10 mil on each of them to get them off, which is way different from the Beat. The Beat just has typical spark plug wire. You pull it out, good. That's all I've ever seen on cars. Well, that are like this, you know. So I'm guessing it is a 10 mil. Craig's toolbox is so nice. This is why you move in with your friends. You can use their tools for free because they're at your house and your friends are working, and so they can't tell you no. Dude, this last one is torqued on, like on hard. There we go. Man, that's a good feeling. We're gonna get an extender because it's pretty tight. It's a nice long bolt to hold that hold the little spark thing in. So you can see here, I have the bolt out. These 2 still have their bolts. And then I also have all the electronics unplugged. So it looks like this just comes out now. What the hell is this, bro? This is an unusual assembly. This is not like anything I've ever seen before. So I'm gonna take this in the bolt and get it out. Hopefully, please tell me this takes like normal spark plugs. It's the E07Z engine, which is pretty similar to the Beat engine, which is the E07A. E07Z is turboed, which you can see the turbo is in there. I'm pretty sure, at least. Just kidding. There's the turbo. We're also gonna check the oil because the baby SUV has a little baby oil leak. So yeah, we're gonna We're gonna get this John swapped out, the spark plug in there. I'm gonna get the spark plug thing. But yeah, look, there's a point so this can bolt in. That also came out very smoothly. But yeah, so cool little assembly here. So there's our Sparky boy. We've got a 5/8 on the extender here. I don't think this is the right size though. So we're gonna go 13/16. The nice thing is that this car takes the same spark plugs as the Beat, which kind of figures because it's pretty much the same engine. So I guess we could just test with these spark plugs. Yeah, this is not a 5/8. Also, that's why it's not working, is because I need the deep socket. Dude, I'm so stupid. Now everything makes perfect sense why it wasn't working. I also need to research the spark plug gap, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So not only are these the same plugs, it's the same gap, 1 to 1.1 millimeters, which once again, Hondas, especially these E-Series K cars, they're all very similar. I just need to find the little spark plug coin to gap it correctly, which might be in this miscellaneous tool bag that has stuff like my cylinder honer and my piston ring compressor and my valve spring compressor. I just found this guy though, which this might do the trick, a feeler gauge. Oh, this thing is so like oily though. If you've ever used one of these, you know what I'm talking about. I'd rather just get the little spark plug coin, but I'm gonna set this to the side. My hands are super dirty though, so I'm gonna put the gloves back on. There's our guy. Now to look for the coin, the gapper tool. Found it. I threw it at the cooler. There it is. Here's our guy. So we're gonna use him. And we're gonna toss. Ooh, actually, magnet tool. We're gonna want that too. We got this. We got this. And we got this. Perfect. These are the spark plug tools. So we're gonna get onto this replacement. Really hoping this is gonna work. Seems like it will. That's good. I don't know why, I love doing spark plugs on cars. It's probably my favorite maintenance thing to do. There's no fluids involved. It's just unplugging things, unscrewing things, and then screwing things back in and plugging things back in. Okay, that should be loose. Let's test this guy. Nope, that was not loose. What is going on? Please don't tell me it's like stripped or something. It shouldn't be. I wonder if my magnet just isn't strong enough and it's not grabbing the spark plug, because this seems pretty dang loose. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's just the spark plug's heavy and the magnet's not very strong. I tried to find some needle nose. This is what we got. So this is what we're gonna try. No, it's not long enough. The thing is, I know that we have a spark plug socket somewhere. However, I remember it being too big to fit in these narrow little holes. Yeah, I gotta find something else that's gonna work. I'm gonna end this clip. Found the toolkit, and now we're just gonna try and pull these suckers out the old-fashioned way. I called Bryce. He's at work. I thought he had the toolkit. He did not. I was just super blind. Yeah, he didn't know where the toolkit was at. I found it was hiding under our mountain of microfiber towels. That, and I called Craig to see if he had the spark plug socket. He didn't pick up, so yeah, now I'm gonna play with this. But it's been about 20 minutes of doing this, of trying to get this stupid thing out. So, is this magnetized? You would not believe it. I got the first sucker out. So now I just need to do this, or put the new one in. I still need to gap it, and then do all this 2 more times. Thank God I do not have a W16. Honestly, the thing's not terrible. I'm just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of more of a peace of mind thing. Maybe the other ones are bad, and that could be the issue. But, so we'll go replace this guy now. So, I got spark plug number 1 back in. We're going to put the little doohickey on top of him. Let me see if this will, that's not going to stay there. Will that stay there? That's good, but that really only films me. But once again, here's our weird spark plug guy. The nice thing is I get to do this job sitting down. So yeah, here's the spark plug guy, and it connects on, and it goes down, and and then the one thing plugs into it, and then you use this bolt here to attach it to the cylinder head or the valve cover there. So I will put it together now. Let me see if I can record this. No, phone down. Like that. Easy enough. And then we can get this bolt and we will thread him in. Nice and easy. Except that's gonna take forever, so then we will just get the electric thing. Should spray with some electric cleaner, but that's fine. Clamp him on there. Feels good. All right, 2 more. So we've run into a very big problem. This spark plug does not want to come out, and also the valve cover, there's a lot of oil coming off of it. There's oil all over my socket, and that is very bad. So this one might be, if any of them are giving us issues, it's probably this one. So I might just leave it for now, because it is incredibly hard to take this out. It's just not coming out no matter what I try. And I keep spinning it, and I don't want to over torque it and snap it or something. So that's concerning, but that's good to know that will probably need to be fixed. So here's the scary part of the video, where we're just gonna try and strong arm spark plug number 2 out of there, because I called Craig and talked to him about it, and he made a good point. It's not like we can tighten it back in and get it out, and it's not like we can pull it out. This is the only way. Chances are it's cross-threaded. And so, yeah, we have oil and cross-thread in the same spark plug well, same cylinder, which is wonderful. But we're gonna try and force it out by just cranking it. Maybe it's just, see that the issue is it's getting harder to loosen, which is that's bad. Shit, dude. What the hell did they do? This thing is just it's 90 foot-pounds. See, the thing is, I just feel like I'm making no progress. It just gets easy, and then it gets hard, and then it gets easy, and then it gets hard, and it's just a loop. And what I'm worried is that I'm going to snap it. I'm going to break the spark plug in there, and that would be very bad. It's not coming out. I don't know what the I'm shaking the whole car trying to get this damn spark plug out. I have no idea what the problem is. This damn thing. I'm gonna call Nate and get a third opinion. Nothing from Nate. So I'm gonna take a break and get back to it. I don't feel like just cranking on it is the best option, but I think it's all I got. I'm also waiting for some friends. I don't know, because like I said, we just got back from a huge trip, and I need to clean out that car and sell it. And at least the beat's running good right now, because I'm selling my good car. My other good car is now having bad issues, and that's 2 out of 3 that I'm down. So at least I've still got the beat. Thank God. It's kind of my whole brand. Okay, so it's at the point where I'm using all of my strength, and I literally cannot get it to turn anymore. And I'm not going to just go crazy with the torque wrench. Here we go. I'm using a torque wrench on a spark plug. Nice thing is it actually goes. We're at 70 foot-pounds, and it still has a lot of resistance. So we're just going to crank this John. 70 foot-pounds of torque on a spark plug. I think it's loose. Either that or I have broken it. But it's actually, look, you can see I can do it with one finger. So we are going to, holy shit, that is hot. No, I don't want the adapter, just that. We're gonna go back to the socket wrench. I'm tightening it, aren't I? Dude, I knew that felt wrong. Look, I can do it one-handed now, instead of using the entire weight of my body on a spark plug. Once again, this is a spark plug. This thing is going to be cross-threaded to shit. I believe that it is loose. The goose is loose. Oh, well, I dropped it into the engine, however. It doesn't look cross-threaded at all. It looks totally normal. Okay, give me one moment. So you can see, here's our beautiful little boy. Stop focusing on the mat. There we go. And it looks very normal. Doesn't look cross-threaded at all. Not a lot of carbon buildup. There's oil on it, which isn't good. But, I mean, besides that, it's a very normal looking spark plug. No clue, dude. No clue. You can see there's some oil around my engine from where I dropped the spark plug. But here, let's look down in the well. I mean, it seems pretty normal. I wonder if the threads are really messed up in there or what. Well, we're gonna try and put the new spark plug in there. So, it went great. The spark plug went right in, threaded just fine. Got it connected, and everything seems good. I'm going to hit this with the socket wrench just to make sure it's tight. You can see there's a lot of oil on that socket, which is weird, but it's whatever. Torque wrench, and my friends are about an hour late, so that's to be expected. Anyway, yeah, this took a lot longer than I expected. So we're gonna get this tightened up. We're gonna start the car, see if it sounds good. And then I'm probably gonna top off the oil and double check the oil level because that's a little worrying, but I think it'll be fine. Okie dokie. So we have everything back together internally. I still have to put all that stuff back and put like Bryce's tools back. Thank goodness for these needle nose pliers, because that's how I got the that's how I actually got the spark plugs out of the wells, because they were like, I don't know how to describe it, but they were stuck, absolutely. And the magnet wasn't strong enough. So we have all the spark plug trash. NGKs, of course, nothing but the best for my little cars. I actually think that the Beat has some crappy little $2 copper ones. So Beat spark plugs are next, but that's a two-person job to get the top off the car so that I can access the spark plugs and the engine and all that. Let's see, so now I just got the gloves. Put it back in the... This is our mobile toolkit that I built for a YouTube video. I still don't know if I'm gonna put that video out. Anyway, let's get my keys, and then we will start the car and see if it fires normally. I don't think this is going to fix the weird thumping issue. I think it is going to sound the exact same. Either that or it's just not going to start. So we will hop in and see. Okay, moment of truth. So I noticed the weird thumping sound isn't really there, and it's much quieter. Here, let me clean this. What is going on here? I think I need a new screen protector. Anyway, it's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to sound that much better. I might leave the phone back here and do a sound test to see if you guys can hear the turbo at all, because I'm curious. I'm just gonna give it a little gas. That was really weird. Let's turn it off and see if we can hear the thumping as well. It's kind of a boom, boom, boom sound when it's at a lower RPM. For example, like when it's turning off. So let's hear. Okay, so it was there a little bit, but it does sound much better. Maybe one of those spark plugs had a weird gap or something, because they all looked good. They didn't look like charcoal, or not charcoal, but they didn't look like they had carbon buildup or anything. So I'll take this as a win, even though it was kind of a pain in the ass. We'll get the cover back on, and we'll go move the car before Bryce gets home from work, because he should be here like any minute. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this whole thing. I didn't think that was actually going to help with the sound. It definitely helped a little bit. Once again, it's not like cold. I gotta do like a real cold start. The cold light was on, but it's not like I just left it out overnight cold. So we're just gonna put the car back together and we are going to go take it out of the garage so that Bryce and Nate can park here when they get off work. Anyway, I don't know if that's gonna be it for this video. That's probably it for this video. Thank you for helping me out with the Z. That thing was a pain in the ass. Big shout out to Craig and Bryce and Nate, all of whom I needed to call during this very simple, very quick after work job. I'm very tired. I have to go clean my car, get ready, go to that big old party event thing for the college, and yeah, cheers.